Adam Price, the Nebraska dad who smothered his 2 children. True crime documentary. A seemingly normal Sunday morning. May 16th, 2021. Bellevue, Nebraska. It was a quiet Sunday morning in a peaceful suburban neighborhood. The streets were lined with trees, birds chirped in the background, and the early sunlight streamed to the windows of homes where families were just waking up. But inside one particular house on Alberta Avenue, a horrific truth was waiting to be discovered. At 11 a.m., police received a call from a concerned mother living states away in Illinois. She hadn't heard from her children since Friday, and something didn't feel right. That mother was Samantha Marcus. She had left her 2 children, Emily, 5, and Theodore, 3, with their father, Adam Price, for a court-approved weekend visit. Adam lived in Nebraska. Samantha was in the process of moving forward with her life in Illinois, trying to co-parent as peacefully as possible. But when her calls and texts went unanswered for more than a day, she knew something was wrong. Police were dispatched for a welfare check. When they entered the home, they found Emily and Theodore dead in their beds. Smothered. Who was Adam Price? Adam Price wasn't a name the world knew before that day. To most people, he was just a 35-year-old IT consultant living in a modest suburban home in Nebraska. He had met Samantha Marcus in college, and they had married young. Their life seemed normal from the outside. 2 kids, careers, a house in the Midwest. But behind the scenes, their marriage had fallen apart. Samantha filed for separation, citing concerns over Adam's mental health and emotional instability. Friends later shared that Adam had struggled with depression, emotional outbursts, and an obsessive need for control. He wasn't violent, at least not physically, but had a dark temper. And when Samantha left, taking the kids, something inside him cracked. The signs of trouble. Like many custody situations, the court had arranged for weekend visits. Adam would see the children every other weekend. Samantha wanted to keep the peace, complied, but she worried. She'd text constantly when the kids were with him. She said they always seemed quiet afterward, withdrawn. There were no visible bruises, no clear evidence of harm, just a gut feeling, one every mother knows but sometimes can't prove. On Friday, May 14th, Samantha dropped the kids off. By Saturday, her messages weren't going through. No photos, no updates, radio silence. By Sunday morning, her heart told her something terrible had happened. The discovery and the manhunt. When police found Emily and Theodore, they were still in their pajamas, tucked into bed as if asleep. But they weren't asleep. Investigators ruled the cause of death as smothering. There were no signs of struggle, no external injuries. The killings had been quiet, intentional, and Adam Price was gone. A warrant was issued immediately. Surveillance footage showed him leaving the house calmly. No rush, no panic. By the time authorities pieced it together, he had already driven across state lines. Within 24 hours, he was located in Pacifica, California, over 1,600 miles away. He was arrested without incident. The motive behind the murders. When questioned, Adam didn't offer a dramatic explanation. No mental break story. No screams about voices or rage. Instead, he was eerily composed. He said he couldn't live with the idea of losing his children. That Samantha had taken everything from him. That life wasn't fair. To him, the solution was final. If he couldn't have the children, no one could. This type of motive, known as spousal revenge filicide, is one of the darkest and most complex forms of family annihilation. It isn't always about rage. Often it's about control, entitlement, and a warped sense of justice. Adam didn't just want to punish Samantha. He wanted to make sure she hurt forever. The trial and sentencing. The case moved swiftly. The evidence was undeniable. Adam's search history, his deleted texts, his GPS trail. Everything painted a clear picture. He was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. His defense team tried to argue diminished mental capacity, but the court didn't buy it. In 2022, Adam Price pleaded no contest and was sentenced to 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole. He will spend the rest of his life behind bars in a Nebraska state prison. The voice of a mother left behind. Samantha Marcus has spoken publicly about the tragedy. Her grief has been unimaginable, but so has her courage. In an interview, she said, "My babies were everything to me. They had big smiles. They laughed at silly jokes. They loved bedtime stories. And now, I have to live every day knowing their last moments were stolen from them by someone they should have been able to trust." She has since become an advocate for stronger protections in custody cases involving emotional abuse and mental health red flags. Her story is one of unimaginable loss, but also of resilience. What we can learn. The Adam Price case is a chilling reminder that family annihilators don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they're dressed in khakis and polos. Sometimes they kiss their kids goodnight before taking their lives. It also reminds us that emotional abuse and control are just as dangerous as physical violence. If you know someone struggling with custody issues, emotional instability, or overwhelming resentment, say something. Encourage therapy. Involve social services. Don't wait until it's too late. And if you're in that position yourself, there is help. There's a way out. No child should be a pawn in a parent's rage. No parent should feel like destruction is the only option. Emily and Theodore didn't get the chance to grow up, but their story can help protect others if we're brave enough to listen and act. Thank you for watching. Please share this story to raise awareness. For more cases that explore the darkest corners of the human psyche and honor the victims, subscribe to our true crime series. Stay aware, stay kind, and protect the innocent.